common saying that we all know very well. It says, "You are what you eat." Right? We all know that speech. This saying is very underrated by our dietary habits of society. Um, so we eat a lot of foods that are not necessarily good for us. We don't know what's going into our bodies because we don't know what's been put in the foods. So one of the most common that is probably very bad for us is sodas. Sorry, reading my notes. Sodas may taste great, but because we don't know what's going into them and because of the chemicals that are put in them, they're very dangerous and have very dangerous side effects. So we're going to go over 3 things in this speech. The first being what the ingredients are of sodas. Then we're going to discuss the short-term effects that the sodas have on our bodies. And then we're going to discuss the long-term effects they have on our bodies. This is a quote from the Food and Drug Administration. It says that American consumers on average, drink over 54 gallons of soda each in 2005. That's a lot of soda. That made carbonated soft drinks the most common beverage to be consumed in the United States. It's higher than soda, or that's higher than water, that's higher than coffee, higher than milk. It's not necessarily good for us. So, here's the topics of our speech again. Okay, so first we're going to talk about the ingredients. We're going to start with the general sodas, what all sodas contain. And all sodas contain carbonated water. That's what gives them the fizziness, the bubbles. They all have high fructose corn syrup or another form of sugar. And that's to make it sweet. Sodas have to be sweet, right? Then they have citric acid. Citric acid acts as a preservative in the sodas. It also gives it a little bit of a tanginess. They also have natural flavorings. A lot of them have artificial flavorings, but we can go over that in a little bit. They put the natural flavors in there in order to give it more of a real taste to our bodies, so it's not so rejected. There's also sodium benzenate, and that is also a preservative. Light-colored sodas, in addition to what all sodas have 2 different sections. There's different layers, there's different colors of light-colored soda. So we're going to start off with the ginger ale and the Fantas. They have artificial coloring like caramel or red dyes or yellow dyes or blue dyes or any combination of them. And those dyes themselves can be harmful to our bodies. There's quite a few people that are allergic to some of those dyes. Sprite, on the other hand, is a great example of a soda that does not have artificial coloring. It just has the basics of sodas. We're going to move on to the dark sodas. This is where it gets really dangerous. Dark sodas contain all of the above and phosphoric acid. The phosphoric acid acts as a preservative that's specifically for prevention of molding and bacteria growth inside the sodas. Dark sodas also contain caffeine. Caffeine is put into the sodas to replace cocaine. The caffeine is to help you be more alert and give you a little bit of a boost in energy. malic acid is also put into it, and that kind of balances the sweet and tangy flavors of sodas. So now that we know the ingredients that are in the sodas, let's look at the short-term effects that they have. All sodas, uh, um, all sodas have effects on us. They vary depending on the color of the soda. Some sodas are better for us than others. Like as you saw before, the Sprite is probably a lot better than a Coca-Cola. This is a statistic up here that on average there is 12, in a 12-ounce can of soda, there is 39 grams of sugar. That is over 2.5 tablespoons. That's 2.6 tablespoons of sugar in one 12-ounce can of soda. That's a lot of sugar. So dark sodas, we're told by the Food Revolution Network, pardon me, that caffeine is a diuretic. What that means is caffeine dehydrates you. So obviously, if you're drinking a dark soda, you're going to have to drink a lot more water because caffeine is taking that water away. Diuretics promote the production of urine. So you're going to be going to the bathroom a lot more when you drink darker sodas than you are if you're drinking lighter sodas. I'm missing that slide. There's a quote. Oh, well, I moved it. Now let's look at the long-term effects. You might have thought that some of those other effects were pretty bad. I mean, having to go to the bathroom a lot more, all that sugar, I'm sure you gain diabetes and heart disease and all kinds of bad stuff. So let's look at the long-term effects of those. Who wants osteoporosis? Not me. Osteoporosis is a disease that specifically eats at your bones. It reduces the density of them, and so they weaken. And when you have weak bones, what happens? They break. Then you have to spend more money on broken bones. So there's a research that was done by Taft University that studied several thousand men and women, and it proved that that people who drank regular sodas on a regular basis had a 4% lower bone density than those who didn't drink sodas at all. So that's a pretty big difference when you're talking about such a small area. Another long-term side effect is fatty liver disease. This is a disease that attacks the liver and increases the fat amount in the liver and makes it hard for the liver to function right. The National Center for Biotechnology Information gives this quote that regular sugar-sweetened beverages consumption was associated with greater risk of fatty liver disease, particularly in overweight individuals. So you're drinking all of these sodas, you're going to naturally put on some weight with all that sugar. You have a higher risk of fatty liver disease. This is another one that can be caused by drinking sodas. Asthma and COPD. In 2011, there was a study done in South Australia, and this is what they concluded. They concluded that there was a positive association between consumption of soft drinks and asthma or COPD among adults living there. So in conclusion, the effects of sodas and pretty much anything we drink or put into our bodies is going to affect our bodies. We need to be aware of what we're putting into our bodies and how they're going to affect our bodies in order for us to live healthier lives. Because after all, we are what we eat.